here's a kind of fun one that I've used to help some early literacy skills. So here is a little chicken that I have. By itself, this little chicken's probably not terribly educational, right? It's just this weird little chicken. But as I tap on the screen, it can walk to different places. And so let's say I'm a fairly creative teacher here working on some early literacy skills with a student who does not like to do that activity. I could get a little creative and find a way that I could hopefully engage my hesitant learner. So let's say I write the word cat here and the word dog here for, let's say I have a kindergarten student who is looking at learning these two words, cat and dog. I could hold up the flashcards and encourage my student to read these words, but that hasn't always worked in all situations. I worked with some fairly challenging students in my time as a special education teacher, including 6 years at a special day school. And some of my students would not be very excited about engaging in any reading activities at certain times. But one of the things I learned pretty quickly was that technology was a great way of breaking through that initial engagement barrier sometimes. And so in one situation, I was working with a student with an emotional disturbance, and I used this AR app to help them stay on task and work through some reading flashcards for about 45 minutes doing this strategy that I'm about to show you. So this app is called Wildlife AR. And as you saw there, I placed this little chicken on my desk who's just hanging out. And if I tap here on my iPad screen, my chicken will walk to the word cat. And then it will walk to the word dog. So I could ask my student, hey, Sydney, would you please make our chicken walk to the word cat? Which one is the word cat? And they'll tap that. And in this situation, my student who was not generally very excited about working on sight words became very willing to have this little critter walk back and forth and make these selections. And if you can keep a student on task who doesn't generally enjoy engaging in these reading activities through a little creative use of technology, that's a win every day of the week in my book. So think about some ways that you could try out some of these tools to kind of break through some of those engagement barriers. And this is obviously a great example of using multiple means of action and expression, because my student who wasn't initially excited about demonstrating their reading ability in working on these sight words is now happily, through the power of a magical chicken here, happy to engage in some sight word reading just by having our little friend walk back and forth. There are some other ones here. Some of them you have to pay for. I can have this little crab come. Make my chicken go away. Tell our crab to, nope, go away, chicken. Trash my, okay. Okay, now we just got our crab. The chicken was way cuter than this crab. All right, crab, there we go. Which one's cat? Come over here to the cat. There you go. All right, so I'll let your students make their own animal selections.